Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is the 19th hour teaching the conversation patterns. The template here on the left can be found in my teacher's guide at the website found above. The file name is The Man Who. As you can see, there are 6 different sections, each with subdivisions regarding the same subjects and different subjects in each of the segments. And I'll clarify this as we go along here. Each segment has the same subjects and the different subjects. What I mean by that is, in the first example here, the man who or the man that and a verb. The man who reads is an example. This is one person. In the different subjects that we find below, in number 2, the man that sentence, the man who sentence, the man and I are 2 different people. So the pattern dictates a different pattern to be used, in that there's 1 or 2 people. In all of the patterns you see here where it says different subject, it is not necessary to use the middle section here. These. It is okay not to use them. It is okay if it's there. So, for example, in this example on the right, the man that I met, the man I met is identical. We're going to start with the same subject, this pattern first. The easy way to visualize it is that there is a past, a present, and a future with this. The pattern is here. You have to use either that or who. In the past, you simply put the past verb, the third person singular here for the present, and the future will eat. The man who ate, the man who eats, the man who will eat. Instead of man, you can put the guy who will eat, the student who will eat. Depending on your noun here, this is going to change. You'll see in the same pattern here a short version. The short version comes from this: the man who is eating, the man who was eating, and the man who will be eating. Present, past, and future. So this pattern is used so much it just gets shrunk. The man eating. And in fact, this can be used in the present, the past, and the future, because this particular section has been dropped. You can use it, or simply you can condense it as you see here. The man eating was there, the man eating is there, the man eating will be there. So the present, past, and future condenses into this shorter form, if the subjects are the same. At this stage with this pattern, usually I have a magazine out that has pictures in it with people, and I'll say, where is the man standing? And they will point and say, this is the man standing. Where is the man eating? Here's the man eating. Where were the people swimming? Here, the people were swimming here. And you can go through a number of scenarios there with him, using the same subject. With different subjects, we move on to this pattern. Here, obviously, there are 2 different people involved. The man and I. The man that I met is the past. The man I meet is the present. The man I will meet is the future. The guy that I called wasn't there. The girl that I like is over there. You'll have to give many examples of this to review it. Once again, if you have a magazine with a lot of pictures, you can just point to something and say, is that the guy you met yesterday? Is that the guy you plan to meet? Is that the guy you have to meet? Is that the guy you plan to meet? Is that the guy you need to meet? Once again, different subjects. I don't know grammar terminology that well. I never liked grammar or the words used in grammar, so I've avoided them all my life. So there must be a grammatical name for this, but I do not know what it is. Fortunately, the last four patterns usually deal with different subjects. There's very little use in using the same subjects. So then I move on to where. And instead of the place, you can put all types of things. The beach that I love, the beach I love. Once again, that and which are not necessary. You can drop it if you like. The beach I love. The car I bought. The chair I'm sitting in. The city I live in. You know, it depends. You can put any place and put the modifier after it. The fourth pattern deals with why. This should be familiar to many of you since we studied it with the questions regarding why. And briefly, this is the reason why I go there, the reason why I like her. These are optional. The reason she came. The reason I bought the car deals with related to why. The fifth example with when is the month that I like the most. This is optional. The month I like, the month that I like, they are exactly the same. The season she likes to swim. The year I went there. Finally, the sixth segment here dealing with how is simply found here. The way that I do it. The way how I do it. That and how are optional. I didn't understand the way he taught it. I don't know the way he fixed it. When studying this pair of these bunch of patterns with the student, I always have pictures out. I just bring out any magazine and I run through examples with them, and they just simply, I'll ask the simple question and they will give me the answer back. And I jump between the different patterns. So it would go, something like, is that the guy you want to meet? Do you know the place he lives? Do you know the way you go to his house? Is that where you met? Who is the guy standing? Do you know the person standing? Is the person eating a friend of yours? Is the place you went expensive? Where is the book they bought? Just thousands and thousands of questions that we as native speakers just unconsciously use this pattern can be used when you're looking at pictures. It will help them to develop very good habits, and it does take them a while to get used to this. Hopefully this format will help them to get a handle on how to sound good and not make mistakes when using the pattern. Thank you.